Welcome back to the channel. I have something so exciting planned for today. There's a lot of new people on the channel, so welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found me. Today, I have something so fun planned. I'm so excited, but I don't want to tell you what it is. I've already loaded up the trucks. I've packed up everything we need. We are going on a one-night adventure, but I'm not going to tell you where it is yet. Like I said, all the stuff's already in the truck, and now I'm gonna head to go pick up the kids from school. On the way to where we're going, I have to make 2 stops, and I will explain those on the way. Right now, I gotta get going because the kids are done school in 30 minutes, and I am not ready. So let's get going and go pick them up. I'm on my way now to pick up the kids from school, and I thought now would be a good time to explain where I'm stopping and what I'm doing. And our first stop is to drop off a donation I'm doing for a Days of Christmas giveaway. So a few weeks ago, someone reached out to me on Instagram, a small business, and they're called Modern Crystallization. And she has this really cool business, which includes some high quality stuff like gems, crystals, jewelry. She does card readings. It's actually pretty cool, the stuff and the services that she offers. So you should definitely check that out. So she is hosting this Days of Christmas giveaway for a whole bunch of small businesses. I think they're all female run. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they are. Basically what it is all these businesses choose a day of December for the giveaway. So I let Mason choose the day, and we are December 3rd. So we are making a stop there to drop off my donation to that. So if you want to check that out, I am on December 3rd. So somebody will be winning a little gift basket of stuff for me. But every other day of the month, there is prizes from other businesses. So make sure you check that out. Again, it's Modern Crystallization. So I'll link that below. And I'll also on Instagram link all of the small businesses associated in the giveaway. So if you want to check that out, that'd be pretty cool because there's some pretty cool stuff on there. The next stop I'm making after that is I have to stop in Kingston at a store and do a restock there. So there's a store in the Kingston Mall called Caboodle. There's also one in Peterborough and in Belleville, and I'm in all of them. So Kingston's on the way, so I thought now would be a great time to stop and restock and then also drop off my Christmas contributions to the store. The next stop we're making after that is at our destination, and I don't want to give the destination away yet, so you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. But those are the first stops that we're making, and I am beside myself with excitement. Oh, also I should mention too, my dad just texted me and sent me a picture, and I was like, what is that? And I opened it up, and he's up at the cabin and he started building the sugar shack. So I texted back and I was like, stop what you're doing. I will come up there and help you. So he's on pause right now. He's put in all the posts. But I was like, stop building it. I want to be a part of that. And I want to film it so that all of you guys can have a part of it too. So he's stopped. He is now hunting again because we have a couple days left of rifle season. So he's taking advantage of that and apparently starting projects. So stay tuned for that video because the Sugar Shack is going to be amazing, and maple syrup season next year is going to be the best one yet, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm just getting to the kids' school here in a minute, so I'm going to catch up with you guys at our first destination. We just arrived at the Yurt. So this was our final destination. It's pretty chilly in here right now. This Yurt is heated with wood stove only, and there's no fire going in here right now. So it's the same temperature in here as it is outside. In fact, it's probably a little bit colder in here than it is outside. So I'm gonna get a fire going, and then we are gonna make some dinner. And tomorrow when the sun comes up, I'm gonna take you around and show you exactly where we are.
Can we live here? Someday.
I just finished making supper, and Mason chose what we were having tonight. He wanted to have salmon and rice. So I cooked some salmon outside on the little camp stove that's here. I made some rice. I've got a couple lemons that they asked for and some garlic scape butter. So we'll just put that on top of the salmon. Other than that, we're just going to have dinner tonight, play a couple games. We might make some s'mores on the wood stove, and then we're going to wrap up the night because we have lots of fun stuff planned for tomorrow. It's warmed up quite a bit in here. It's actually quite comfortable right now. You guys are warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty warm in here now. So it didn't take too long. The fire's only been going for about maybe 20, 30 minutes. And it's really comfortable in here now.
Yellow. These three. Oh, okay.
Let's see your stick.
That was perfect.
How was your first night,
Good.
Mason?
Hey,
What was your favorite part?
sleeping.
Mason?
Sleeping.
Why?
Eating. S'mores.
S'mores and sleeping? It is the next day, as you can see, and we had a great sleep last night. Well, I know the kids had a great sleep, and I definitely had a great sleep. I fell asleep right away. It was the perfect temperature in here. This little wood stove kept it absolutely perfect. It was not too hot, which I was a bit concerned about, just given the size of the wood stove and the space that we're in, but it was perfect last night. I got up to put wood on the fire at 2:30, and I think again this morning at like 6:30. I was gonna get up at 6:30, but I decided no. So we went back to sleep. We got up around 7:30, I think. And now we're just kind of taking our time this morning. The kids wanted some hot chocolate, so I'm going to get them some of that. And once we're done with that, tidying up in here, we're going to go outside, make a fire, and cook some breakfast on the fire. We have some really cool stuff planned for today. This property actually belongs to my cousin, so I'm going to introduce you to her soon. And she's going to take us on a tour of her property, show you everything. And then she's also going to explain about the yurt, a little bit of the history and some of the information about it, because I'm not too familiar with that. So I'll be meeting up with her shortly, I think around just after breakfast time, and we can start that tour and you can get to know the host of the yurt. Do you want marshmallows in your hot chocolate?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, which cup?
Oh, this one's mine.
It's gonna be really hot.
Where am I
Got
putting
it?
this? Where am I putting this?
Just put it right here on the thing. Good? Or is it really hot?
Yeah.
The kids have locked you out.
Good morning.
Okay, there you go. Hey!
Hello.
What grade are you in, Mason? 5. Cool. That's fun that you got to do a school trip where they taught you about fires and stuff. We were just talking about friction fires, and I was saying, Mason was telling me how he was like experimenting with friction fire, and I used to know how to light a fire with a bow drill, but I haven't done it in so many years.
Try it out.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to dismantle this room. Tie it with string, and then you can like add in whatever you want. I have a bunch of flowers that I wanted to add in, but when I tried to stick them in last night, because I had dried them for so long, the stems just like kept breaking. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is like make the broom make it really strong, and then maybe like glue the flowers off.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Oh, check these out. My friend gave these to me. They're tobacco seeds.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
and they sound like little tiny maracas. She's like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Yeah, obviously. Obviously, I need that."
Sometimes I feel like I've had this day before.
Yeah, that's deja vu. So weird. I wonder why that happens.
Maybe we have had it in an alternate life.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but
that's what I think. But
I know, I didn't realize it's like almost 11 o'clock.
yeah,
I'll eat chili. I'll eat lunch. They're gonna have breakfast now. They're probably not gonna be hungry. But
oh
I
yeah, but
will.
no worries if you're
I
not
haven't
hungry.
eaten
No
anything.
worries.
I'm not gonna have bacon.
I just wanted to make sure that we like had some time together around the fire.
Yes,
So if
yes,
that's
yes.
now, that's also great.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're making a fire.
Your own fires?
Yeah.
We finally made it outside to make breakfast. It is almost lunchtime and we are just making breakfast. It's just so nice here. It's just hard to focus on doing one thing because I just want to look at everything. The kids are currently making their own little fires here. They're having some sort of fire building competition. I am making them breakfast / lunch, and my cousin is over here working on, what are you working on?
A broomstick.
A broomstick, because she went to, where'd you go last night?
I was at a full moon gathering and we did some broom making, but I am doing a redo now.
Redo of the broom making that she tried last night. The weather is perfect today. I wasn't sure what the weekend was going to look like, but we picked the absolute perfect time to come. Last night was a full moon and it looked lovely inside the yurt with the light of the moon outside. And then of course the orange glow of the fire you can see in some of the clips from last night. And now today the sun is shining, it is not windy at all, and it is absolutely perfect to be spending the day outside doing this kind of stuff. What are you doing, Mason?
I'm shaving wood pieces to make the fire. I did
What
it.
does your fire need?
Bill, here,
Food,
stick.
food.
Good job.
Wow, you made a fire.
Did it. Thanks, Mason. Oh, okay.
Put some sticks on it.
Here, take two. I need rocks. Good job. Try to keep it going.
The kids are having a little fire building competition going on behind us, and we are focused on helping them and, you know, recording this whole situation for you guys. And in the meantime, our fire went out. So the kids have made their own fires, and the fire that I was cooking breakfast on has gone out. So there's that.
Nice. The fire's really liking those shavings.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
How many eggs do you guys want?
I want two.
2?
Two. I'll take like 3.
Are we having scrambled or?
Scrambled.
More than what you were hoping for.
Yeah, and also I didn't realize what time it was. That was my own.
I got bigger.
Saturday.
I'm getting more dry
I wish
grass.
every single day was like
It's
this.
really dry grass.
Me too.
Like I really do.
Yeah.
Me too.
Someone blowing my fire. It's not working.
Okay, you got to step away from your fire and come get your breakfast.
No.
Ooh, I'm getting smoked out.
But that was really good practice. You could make another one after your breakfast if you wanted to.
Yes. Wait, I actually need that. Get your wood back. It's kind of burnt it a little bit.
Oh, that's okay.
Here's your wood back.
No problem.
I might use it after.
Sure, yeah, hang up to it.
Oh, I did it!
It's going, B.
Wow.
It keeps like going back. I feel like I should just put like dry stuff and then add it onto the fire.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna light it. Probably not gonna work, but we'll see.
Well, it's great to try all different things. See what works and what doesn't.
you guys actually have like this wall to bounce off the flames.
A wall to bounce off the flames?
Or, this rock thing to bounce the heat back onto the flames.
Yeah, totally. And to keep sparks from jumping out, I guess.
Yeah.
Be careful with that fire, Mason. We finally just finished our breakfast, which is now lunch. And my cousin is up here and her partner and their cute little baby. And this is their properties. They've got a yurt here and they've got a few other things that they're gonna take us around and show us. But for now, I just wanted to go over the introduction of who they are because they are gonna be your host if you choose to stay here. So this is my cousin Allie and her partner Dan, and Allie is actually my cousin from my dad's side. So my dad and her dad are brothers, and they are one and two of 11. So I think first cousins we have what, 60 or 70?
Oh
or
God,
something?
yeah, we must.
Yeah, something like that. And I think with everyone's babies, like we've all had our own kids, so I think in total we're somewhere up around 100. We have to be.
It's a big clan.
Like we've got to be up around 100.
Yeah, welcome to Mossy Hollow. So I'm Dan and this is Allie and this is our baby Cedar. We've lived here for just over 2 years now, and Mossy Hollow has kind of come to be in the last year or so. We started with a bell tent last year, and the yurt is a new addition this fall. So we were really fortunate to find this land, and you know, things have kind of come together very naturally on this property since Allie and I found each other. We're just looking forward to growing and sharing this place with lots of people. And Holly said we're hoping to bring lots of skills and gatherings and just creating a space for people to get together and be in community here.
Our vision is sort of to create a community hearth in a sense. We want this to be a place for people to gather and to celebrate seasonal transitions and share skills, and come to stay in nature. We have a couple of gardens. We grow cutting flowers that we sell at our farm stand, and we also sell some handcrafted items there.
Yes, lots of cool plans. This place is great. It kind of gives me the same kind of vibe as the cabin. It just feels very like wholesome and cozy. I don't even know what the right word is. It just feels like nice, like an overwhelming sense of just like niceness.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give us a tour here shortly in a second, but what do you guys do?
I kind of grew up in the outdoors, and a lot of our family vacations were canoe trips in Algonquin Park and Temagami and French River and places like that. Was really fortunate to find this little piece of land. I have an outdoor ed background. I did my teaching degree at Queen's in outdoor ed, and I'm now a teacher in the Limestone School Board, working in an alternative teaching school. Yeah, I love pretty much anything that involves handcrafts, and yeah, really just finding this place and creating this this space has really been about like reconnecting with old parts of ourselves and looking for ways to live a little bit more authentically, and how we're kind of growing individually is really reflected in what we are trying to offer here at Mossy Hollows. And for me, that's been a journey with meditation and mindfulness and meeting Allie and becoming a parent.
God, you guys are so cute.
So we're just really looking to bring that here and connect with like-minded folks.
Yeah, so I'm a trained forest school teacher or nature connection mentor, as well as a certified Montessori teacher. So I'm really passionate about working with kids in alternative settings and just connecting them with the outdoors. I also recently did my Reiki attunement, so I'm really excited to offer like energy healing here on the land, and also a self-taught embroidery artist, so really excited to share that skill with people here too.
Yes, I've got a really cool piece from her. It was actually a custom one. I think I sent you a picture of a rooster, didn't I? I saw this really cool picture of a rooster and I sent it to her and I was like, can you recreate this? And she did very quickly, and it was like, it's beautiful. It's in my hutch now that's in my dining room, which is probably in so many videos actually because it's always in the hutch. But now that we know who they are as people and what they are about and what they have to offer here, I just want to say like everything here just feels so intentional. Like everything here is just, I don't know another way to put it. It's just a wholesome, like honestly, we were sitting here and I was watching this whole, we were having breakfast and the kids were making fires and we were just sitting here and I was like, getting this overwhelming sense of just like happiness. Like what a lovely way to spend a Saturday, and not everyone gets to do it, so we are really fortunate that this is the way that we get to spend our time. So on that note, we are going to take a little tour around and get a bit more information on exactly what is here. I posted obviously tons of pictures of the yurt because we've been staying in it, but just more of the information about it and the history of it and just kind of what it's all about. I don't know that stuff, but they do. And we're going to have a look at the other tent that they have that they offer as an Airbnb as well. Mason, your fire's pretty big, eh?
Oh yeah. Pretty good.
Your fire's escaping, Mason.
Yes,
Okay, so our first stop on the tour of the property is this lovely little farm stand, which it has the open sign on it. That's for aesthetics. It's obviously not open right now because it is seasonal, but how cute is this? What do you guys put in here?
So during the late spring, summer, and early fall, we sell cut flowers here. So there are always bouquets on the weekends, usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Depending on how successful our garden is and how many deer have entered the garden, there are also sometimes greens for sale in there, as well as handcrafted items. So I sell a lot of embroidery work, and Dan sells some carved kitchen utensils and things like that.
Cool. And you guys grow all your own flowers that you put in these bouquets?
We do grow all of our own flowers. This past summer was the first that I had grown cutting flowers or done bouquets, and it was a really interesting experiment, just like different things flowering at different times, and yeah, lots of learning, but excited to try again next year.
Stop number 2. Our next stop on the tour is the fire pit area, which yes, we've already filmed, but you guys can explain a little bit about what this area is about. It's for the guests.
Yeah, so this is kind of our gathering space. When guests are staying in the yurt, this fire pit is definitely for their use. We like to consider it a communal space. We have one other campsite on the land that you'll see, and they do have their own fire pit, but we like all guests to be welcome around the big fire pit. This is also where we do like our gatherings and stuff.
And in the springtime, there'll be a gazebo shelter because being that we live in a forest, there are bugs. There'll be an eating shelter and a place to stay dry if it's raining and things like that as well.
Okay, stop number 3. We made it! The main attraction. Tell me about this. This is amazing.
So this is a traditional Mongolian yurt. It's from a really awesome company called Groovy Yurts that's located in Alexandria, just about 2 hours from here. So they source all of their yurts from families in Mongolia. Yeah, so they're all really beautiful and like traditionally painted. They have very little footprint because they're all made of natural materials. So the outside is canvas. It's insulated with a double layer of yak wool. And then on the inside is a layer of cotton, and then the ropes are horsehair, and the lattice is held together with hide. It's like little bits of camel hide.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so not a lot of hardware.
This is all hand painted.
Yeah, and the
Wow.
oons that are in the rafters are called oons, and they're all painted like this as well.
Perfect. It was lovely. I'm sure you can see in some of the clips from last night, but we'll get a more detailed sort of look at everything inside. This is like crazy. Do you want me to leave the doors open? Is it too hot for you? Or?
Sure, yeah, we can leave them open, yeah.
So we're inside the yurt, as you can see, and it is, no need for my sunglasses. It is absolutely amazing. Tell me about this place.
Yeah, so in terms of sleeping, there is a queen-size bed that's made with a wool duvet, so it's super cozy all year round. There's also a futon if folks are coming with their kids. We really love having kids here, so there's a little bit of extra sleeping there. There's a small kitchenette that has washing water and drinking water and a little cook stove and basic cookware and utensils and stuff like that for guests. Yeah, a table for eating. There's twinkle lights, candles, and all that because there's no electricity in here. So all of these rafters, they're called oons, and they're all painted traditionally. We've also got the big glass doors behind us. The doors are not traditional, like Mongolian yurts don't traditionally have doors like that. But I guess like when they started distributing these yurts in North America, people wanted more light because it is kind of a dark space otherwise. The only light comes in through the skylight.
Yeah, it was awesome this morning waking up. It was just like leaves and trees and sun. I was like, this is heavenly.
Yeah.
And it's completely off-grid. There's nothing in here that's tied to anything, and it's heated with this wood stove.
Yep, it is totally off-grid. Yeah, the cook stove is propane. There's also a barbecue that people can cook on, or the wood stove, obviously, and it gets very warm in here.
It's warm in here right now. Yeah,
it's very warm in here with the fire, so you don't have to be worried about winter camping experience. You'll be very cozy in here.
Oh, and this lovely little tray of stuff here has a bunch of information about things that I was reading it this morning. Information about kind of the property and the two of them, and sort of like some local attractions and other opportunities to visit other things in the area, which that was really helpful.
Yeah, there are lots of local attractions and fun things to do, as well as like a few different places to eat, and there's even one place that will deliver food here. So if you if you want to come to camp, there is one place in Sealy's Bay, the village close by, that will deliver here.
Oh, so that's so funny.
You don't have to cook.
Pretty much wraps up all the information on the yurt, and it's time to make our way to the second tent that they have on Airbnb.
Well, yeah, I'm just going to see.
So we were taking a walk around close to the edge of the property, and we found our way to the tent. So tell me about this. This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so this is a 16-foot diameter bell tent. So it's like a glamping tent. It's made of cotton canvas. It's not insulated, so this campsite is seasonal. There is a wood stove in it, but because it's not insulated, it doesn't stay super warm. So it's really nice in the shoulder season when the wood stove can sort of take the chill off. But in deep winter, like, it is cold in there. This is more of a 3-season glamping experience.
Yeah, this was our first offering at Mossy Hollow, and allowed us to kind of bring people to the land for the first time, and it went really well. We were really really excited, and I think it's kind of a neat kind of mix of, it is comfortable, it's easy, like everything, you know, is here for you when you come.
You don't need your own gear.
Yeah, but you still really do feel like you're kind of out in the elements and can hear the coyotes and the birds and all those things. So yeah, it's a nice offering in those shoulder seasons, as Ali said.
It's like a camping experience where you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, where you don't have to pack your gear.
Everything's already done. You walk to the campsite. It's like walking to a campsite and having your campsite already set up for you.
Yeah.
Everything's already here. And then it's got its own fire pit area over here.
Yep.
And then, but still has access to the other one, which is down that way a little bit. But there's tons of trails. It's very easy to follow. And there's some little solar lights all over the place. So everything's like super easy to navigate around here. So this is cool. So you'll take this down though in winter, or?
We'll take the tent down soon. Yeah, when we have a few good dry sunny days in a row, we'll take it down, and then we'll set it up again probably like the May long weekend or thereabouts.
Right on. So we're gonna wrap this up, and we are gonna hit the last place, which might not seem important to you, but it really is important because it's the outhouse, because none of these buildings or structures have toilets in them because they're of course off-grid, so we do need somewhere to go to the washroom. So let's go check that out. We found it. Here's the outhouse.
This is our really simple outhouse. It's like a composting bucket system. We like added this latch because last winter the wind caught the door and it blew off and got buried in the snow. So we tracked down the door, put it back on, and added this latch. Pretty comfortable in there.
It's a pretty nice outhouse. Honestly, this is like way more high end than the outhouse at the cabin. It's very fancy.
Because it's a bucket toilet, means that like every time you come, it's a fresh bucket. That's like it
true.
Doesn't smell, and
Yeah.
it's actually as far as outhouses go.
It's very comfortable in there. I was
It's
sitting in
never-
there last night and I was like, this is actually quite nice in here. And it doesn't smell at all. There's like no odor in there at all.
Yeah, it's not stinky because the bucket like gets composted after each guest. Yeah, and this was like a really easy building project for us. This was like one of our early building projects. We spent like $20 on all of the slab wood and then like a few bits
That's
of
amazing.
hardware. So it was a cheap and easy project.
There you go. You don't need to spend thousands on a bathroom renovation because you can spend $20 on an outhouse. That pretty much wraps up all the major highlights of the property, and Mason's itching to get back to the fire because he's holding all his wood because they're having a fire building competition and he really wants to get back there to stock his fire. So I think we're going to head back there and possibly think about lunch.
Instantly when I walked on it.
Here, but it's not on very sturdy trees. I put it up.
Squeezing after the fire started.
Yeah. Try getting a little bit under the grass.
Mom, you should feel how hot the rock is.
There. Bottom, and now it can maybe burn up to your other stuff.
Oh. What?
Got some bread. We could maybe try and toast it on yours. That might be the
That'd
right
be cool.
size.
Yeah.
Is it working, Mason?
Yeah, it's getting really hot.
That's awesome. You want no hot sauce? Okay, there's butter over there too if you want for your toast.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See if I can do this before my stick catches on fire.
He's excited too.
Yeah.
You guys grow potatoes? I should have brought you some stuff. Fire toast is the best toast.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it tastes like fire.
Mom, but that's not what I'm making.
Yeah, you guys worked really hard on your fires.
We just finished having lunch, so we had some homemade chili, and they toasted some sourdough bread on the fire. Both the boys toasted some sourdough bread on the fire. It was really good. So that pretty much wraps up our experience here at Mossy Hollow Homestead. So make sure you follow them on Instagram at Mossy Hollow Homestead. I'm going to tag everything below and link everything in the description, so you'll be able to find them on Airbnb and find them on Instagram. Make sure you check out their farm stand in the summer months and find them on Airbnb and come stay here because this is pretty cool. And also, this is not far from my house, so come and stay here and come over to my house and we can do some chores. That's it for this video though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at _livingdifferent, where you can stay up to date on what I'm doing every day. I post on there multiple times a day, stories, recipes, and just everything that we're doing. Also, don't forget to visit the website www.living-different.com, where you can have a browse through all the products that I offer. And that includes soap, dish soap, laundry soap, jams, jellies, preserves, you name it. There's tons of stuff on there. But that's it for today though. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Yeah, well, thanks for doing this.
Yeah,
thank you
so
it's
much.
really
This
This
was
was
so
so
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it really was fun.
I'm
I
so
don't
glad
wanna
you guys
leave.
got to come.
They don't want to leave either.
Yeah, it was so lovely having you guys.